I'm not happy. I hate where I am in life right now.
Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown. Over 75 million people in New York, California, Illinois now saying it's time to get back to business.
From the CDC advising no gatherings of more than 50 people anywhere in the U.S. in a
ordered to stay at home. The U.S. borders to Mexico and Canada set to close to non-essential travel.
So, this whole coronavirus is going on. And I'm sick. No, I don't have the Rona. I don't have the virus. I have a virus, but it's not the coronavirus. Thank God. So, I'm trying not to get too bummed for a few reasons, because I have to not do Uber, which means I don't get paid. And, I'm going to be honest, I'm in the house by myself with my all day, and I'm a little lonely. So, I'll push through.
Loneliness. We have all experienced it. There's nothing wrong with facing loneliness, but what you do when you're lonely is what separates the baddies from the basics. When you feel lonely, don't call your ex, don't make a booty call, and depending on your friendships, sometimes don't even call your friends. Instead, ask the magic question, why? Why am I lonely? And then keep asking yourself why until you get to the root of the problem. For example, why do I feel lonely? Because I'm single. Why are you single? Because I ended an abusive relationship. Why were you in an abusive relationship? Because I was settling. Why were you settling? Because I was lonely. But I learned that strategy from my therapist. Learn to ask yourself why. Instead of running to whatever you are used to numbing the feeling that you don't like to feel, which in my case is loneliness, I would ask myself why. And the whole point of trying to figure out the root to the problem is so that you can solve it. Now, everyone's results will be different. When you feel lonely, teach yourself how to enjoy being alone. That's the time you could be doing something you didn't have time to do before. Learn how to paint. Learn how to do your hair. Or get your hair and nails done. Or learn how to do your own hair and nails. Whatever you desire. Whatever you claim you don't have enough time to do, when you feel lonely, that's the time to do it. Then you'll start to enjoy being alone. Keep in mind, nothing great happens fast. So when I finally learned how to fill that void with loving myself and learning to be okay with being by myself and knowing the difference between being lonely and alone, so don't expect overnight results with something that you have been struggling with for years. And as always, I have provided video links in the description bar of different videos that helped me.
So, some great news. I am going to orientation tomorrow. I just look forward to saving money so I can get out. I just woke up like an hour ago, and I need to go to the store. I'm not just gonna throw anything on like I usually do. I'm gonna actually look decent. So let me just do it now. This turned out a lot cuter than I thought. It may not be the cutest outfit in the world, but it's definitely better than sweatpants. This is the first time I've actually put jeans on in like a month and a half. You did not want me to leave. Hands up. it's more fabulous than no job at all.
I know that's right.
So I was just thinking today, you know, and doing the math of, okay, once I work for this many months, then I'm gonna be able to get a car, get a place, whatever, just doing the math while I'm at work. From the looks of it, I'm not gonna get my car and apartment until December. We're in the end of June, and it sucks, like, you know, because like it's my money and I need it now. I'm so impatient. I really just want to hurry up. But one thing I will say, it does make me appreciate everything so much more than I have before. Saving up for a car that's probably only like $6,000. You know, you like, obviously you gotta work really hard just to get that car that's only worth $6,000. I'm not getting things handed to me, because if it was handed to me, then, you know, I would expect, you know, the next thing to be handed to me, and the next thing, and the next thing, and I won't truly appreciate it. I would appreciate it, but not as much as I do now. I just see myself living this fabulous life, but, you know, I'm 29, working at a warehouse, and I'm driving my car. Go ahead. It's hard to not get frustrated. It's hard to not be impatient. And that's what you get. Karma work fast, don't you? The future you is depending on you. I'm depending on you. And I'm trying not to be upset with myself, because there's nothing I could do about the dumb mistakes I made in the past. There's absolutely nothing I could do. But what I can do is do what I need to do today to get closer to my goal by tomorrow. I'm gonna be okay. I just gotta keep pushing. Just gotta keep pushing, and just keep asking God for strength. And I feel like that's God. I feel like that's not me. That's God literally giving me just a touch of his strength to be able to help me get through this. I really want my car, you guys. Like, I really want just a cute old, like, convertible. You know, I'll be driving with the top down right now, my hat off, and my wind blowing in the hair. Wind blowing in the daggone hair. My hair blowing in the wind, and just be fabulous with my sunglasses on. It'll come. It is June 30th, 2020. I wish I had the time, but I don't. Okay, girl, you better go ahead and let your skin glow. I needed that right there. I needed that, because I remember a few months ago my skin looked like garbage. Like, ooh. Now look at me. It's not perfect. It's not perfect by far, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was. Just like with my finances, my car, and my place. It's all gonna come together if I just keep going. You're not gonna get any results if you just stop. Let me go ahead and get off here before I get in a preaching mood. You got this, girl.
One thing I learned that is so important, just like positive self-talk helps, so does crying when you feel like crying.
Because I'm not happy. I hate where I am in life right now. And I feel like I'm so alone. I feel like I'm dealing with this all by myself. And I hate my living situation. thankful for everything I have. I'm thankful that I'm able to use this car. I'm grateful that I have this job. And I just found out today that our job just gave everyone a raise. I have a lot to be happy for, but I'm not happy. Like, I'm dreading going back home. I feel like I just need today to just talk to God. And that's probably why I feel the way I do, because I haven't really been talking to him the way I should.
As most of you know, I was living in a very, very toxic environment. And if you are also living in a toxic environment, trust me, it will get better once you leave. Once you leave and you disconnect from the environment that you are at, it will get so much better. Do whatever you can to save money and get out. You will completely transform to a much happier person.
I just got off of work, and I noticed that every time I get off work, I get sad. I'm not going to let the devil steal my joy. I have the power to be happy. I shouldn't let material things make me happy, because they can easily be taken away, but one thing that will be hard to take is your joy. And if your joy is based off of material things, then it's not going to be that hard for your joy to be taken away. Ooh, come on, girl, you better preach. So learn how to find joy in everything, because life sucks. And I feel like that's why having a relationship with God is so important, because whenever you do have your moments where you're gonna feel down, or whenever you're going through a really tough situation in life or whichever, your joy isn't stuck in whatever was taken away from you. You can find your joy in God. And what I mean by that is, like, I know God loves me so much that he's not going to give you more than you can bear. Like he has your back. He's your dad. Yeah, like if you have a relationship with God and you have faith, that right there, your joy can't get taken away, because no one can take away your relationship with God.
Jay would always say, when I finish school, then I'll be happy. Well, Jay finished school, but he wasn't happy. So then Jay said, when I get a job, then I'll be happy. Jay got a job, but he still wasn't happy. So Jay said, when I get married, settle down, and have kids, then I'll be happy. Well, he got married, settled down, had 2 kids, but still wasn't happy. So then Jay said, okay, when the kids leave home and I retire, then I'll be happy. Well, the kids left home and he retired, but he still wasn't happy. So Jay started going to church. And I asked Jay why he was going to church so much. And he said, because when I die, then I'll be happy.